Hello, good day everyone, and welcome back to my vlog again. And as usual, I am giving daily updates on what is going on the dry dock, I mean not dry dock, but wet dock operations of this ship. So for now, this ship is set to finish its wet dock operations or repairs in within 48-hour time span, or at least 24 hours, because it's already Tuesday and we're expected to depart, or this ship to depart by tomorrow, Wednesday. So we're also loading off all sorts of stuff, including provisions. We just loaded our provisions this late afternoon. Now this provisions is actually, well, part of the provisions is this is for the bond store. Most of the provisions that were loaded in the afternoon were already transferred onto our galley, or kitchen department, as what you could commonly know. Now, for now, my reliever has told me that there is some special work going on. Since that this ship is, like I said, scheduled to leave this shipyard within 24 hours, we are now currently loading fresh water from the terminal. So I'm going to show you the hose, or how fresh water being loaded to our ship. So from what you can see, probably if I have enough time, I'll probably go on that spot. I'll go ashore to the terminal and kind of view that terminal there. That terminal there is the part where we load fresh water. There's a hose, more like a fire hose, going all the way from there here to our deck area to this one. So it's very visible from what you're looking at right now. This is the hose that is used to load fresh water now on our ship. So it all goes all the way up here to our freshwater vent. So we've already made a marking here. The freshwater reading is 0422. So this is our air vent for the freshwater tank. So this is from the hose coming from the terminal. This is of course the water meter used to measure how many cubic meters are being pumped in. It's very similar to the water company meter or water service meter you see back in the Philippines. Now if by some chance this fresh water, the loading of fresh water finishes during my shift, all I have to do is basically just turn this lever, twist this lever to switch it off. Now the question is, how much cubic meters have our ship been loaded out with fresh water? Well, good question. The good thing is, the answer is that we have on our steering gear room a meter here on how many cubic meters have already been loaded, fresh water. So there are two freshwater tanks on this ship. It's port and starboard side. The one that we're loading fresh water at is the freshwater tank. So there are two gauges here that determine how many freshwaters that we got. This is of course for the starboard side. So it's just right beside here on the entrance. This is for our freshwater starboard side tank. So you can see it's the reading here. The reading here is 80 cubic meters. Now since we're loading on the port side, this is the part where we have to pay attention with, or I have to pay attention with. Actually, this one of my vlogs already featured this, that they've already cleaned the freshwater port, the port side freshwater tank. So right now, here is the reading. A few moments ago, the last reading I checked was 220 cubic meters, but now it's somewhere in between 230 to 240. Now, based on my reliever, I should notify the bridge when the fresh water loads up to 300 cubic meters. From that part, I have to radio the bridge and inform the officer and watch that the water tank has already reached 300 cubic meters, and the bridge will have to decide if we let the water overflow before we stop the pumping of water, fresh water, or we just continue until it's or we just stop the pumping of water exactly on 300 cubic meters without letting the water overflow from the vent. My reliever said that sorry, I'm not very good at English right now. When the vent makes an overflow, that's the part where I have to stop it. If the vent overflows, of course, then I have to stop that and radio the bridge. However, if the tank here reaches 300 cubic meters without overflow, I have to contact the bridge as well, either both ways. But this time I'll ask the bridge if we stop the loading of fresh water or we continue until the vent overflows beyond 300 cubic meters. So yeah, that was the instruction so far told to me. And I have to I have to tell how many cubic meters have been pumped in here. It's more like I think it's something to do with the water service from the terminal. So I guess I still have time to cover the terminal or the booth there where water was being loaded, or what's the source, the source of the fresh water that is being loaded on the ship. So this is gonna be quite a walk because it all goes the way up ashore, and unfortunately I have to go all the way down from this just to check it out. Hopefully no one's gonna catch me or there's no cameras around, but I just want to take a good view, of course, for educational reasons, or educational and academic reasons, of course. Whew, sorry, I had to catch my breath with that one. Sometimes when I go up to the stairs, I have to catch my breath because, it's, let's face it, it's a bit tiring going up and down on stairs. So yeah, it's gonna be a long walk, so please bear with me with that. Anyway, I got my action camera is fully charged anyway, so we could just we could just go all we could just continue the recording there. Okay, before I go, I have to check the gangway if it's okay, if it's in good condition, it's not separating from the shore gangway. Okay, so it looks good. Okay, right. The good thing being on the night watch is nobody interferes when I'm doing some filming on the action camera. Also, one more thing, I have to discuss how important the manifold area is on tanker ships. I haven't discussed that yet, but for now I'm just gonna go through on my first come first serve work objectives before I make a discussion on that. So, okay, let's go down a little bit. So this is going to be quite a walk, but I don't expect that the freshwater tank, the port side freshwater tank of this ship, will be filled anytime soon. It will probably take an hour, maybe 2 hours. And it's more than enough time for me to get back on the ship and show and take a video on the terminal, the freshwater terminal there. Okay. Right, so just take it easy. So I'm stepping outside the ship again and into Danish soil. But this time it's only for academic and, it's for academic and educational reasons. Okay, so it's quite a walk. And it's quite windy. I hope the mic doesn't get messed up with this, wind recording thing. It's a good thing nobody's inside the terminal. And if does, I have my radio with me just in case somebody on the ship tries to contact me. Specifically, if the bridge wants to contact me. So we're also unloading our unused fire extinguishers here. Or probably it's been up to servicing, I don't know what's the deal with it, but the thing here is that we're unloading our I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it's being called. Anyway, we're unloading our fire extinguishers here. And some of the big ones as well. Several unsettling torch and probably some stuff, table stuff from the welder guys. Since they're set to finish it by tomorrow. Yeah, well actually today's Tuesday, so tomorrow will probably be this, disembarking from, oh not the disembarking, sorry. We will be casting off, or the ship will be set sailing off tomorrow at around, I don't know, from what the information what the cadet told me is 6 p.m. So, yeah, I guess that's beyond my watch. But I'll still be, I guess, part of the mooring team because it's 6 o'clock. Who knows? If it's beyond 6 o'clock, then the other person on the watch will be the one doing the mooring. But if it's beyond 12 to 6 on my schedule, I'll be either on the mooring team or the one on the helm trying to pilot the ship. So this is the freshwater terminal where we load our freshwater. So you can see this is the extension of the freshwater hose that is connected. So it's connected all the way here, going through the deck. And I'm not very technical about this one, but only technicians from the terminal can determine which is which here. But the main idea here is this is a terminal, probably an electrical terminal and a freshwater loading terminal for the ship, for this ship specifically. So anyway, I've already featured that, so let's go back now to my to the ship that I'm working at. So I guess this is the very good part of having a night ship. I am all alone and I could very much film whatever I want. And as a bonus, this ship is now on wet docks and is totally gas free, so I can take my time in totally take my time in filming. So there's nothing much to see on the terminal right now, on the ship's terminal, because it's an industrial area. Just a huge vacant space with the ground and rock for granite. So like I said, this is the stuff that's being lowered right now from the engine room, stuff that the shipyard workers have been doing for the past few days on the engine room. So expired fire extinguishers, but that's none of my business, that's the engines right now. So I'm a guy. Okay, I'll just go up with that long walk to the stairs, or accommodation gangway is what we call it here. It's a bit sometimes lots of nautical jargon terms, but it basically means a big ass stairs. Yeah, okay, like I said, it's a long walk. But anyway, I've already covered my today's status, so if I have the time, I'll probably be discussing the manifold area of our ship. Okay, let's try to walk the stairs. So after this recording, I'll probably be switching off my recording when I get to the deck area. And for that, I'll be monitoring the freshwater, the freshwater tank that is currently being loaded with water. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my stairs here nice and slow because it's really taxing for my breath. Oh, we got a nice view here. But like I said, just part of work, and it's a good thing I don't get easily frightened from heights. Alright, we're now back at the deck. And as expected, I'm catching my breath from all that, height that I had to go climb with. So I guess that's all the update I could say for now on what's going on my work. So I'll continue my work and just be on standby here on the guardhouse, and of course continue to monitor the freshwater tank. So yeah, I'll see you around.